Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Those of you who are returning subscribers, you know that this is not my usual setting. This is a temporary situation because I just realized that August is just tomorrow. Today is the 31st of July and I've just been going late with my reading. So I've got that table ready for the August predictions. And since I had already planned this and I had pre-shuffled your oracle cards, I decided that we have to do this reading first. Alright, I was called to do this reading, so there's a reason behind everything. So let's just move ahead. So do bear with me. I hope we can get all the cards fitted in properly. I haven't tried. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, so what is this reading about? Well, you've seen it on the thumbnail, but the reading today is a love reading and it's about, is this really over? These are for those situations wherein you and the person on your mind, you have either had a breakup, it's been a long-term separation, short-term separation, or you've been in no contact or minimal contact. So this is for that kind of situation. Is your connection really over, or will there be a rebirth? All right. So what I've pre-shuffled are cards which will do the energy checking to show you whether this is your situation. If that resonates, carry on with the reading. If that does not resonate, choose another pile. And if nothing seems to, if you're not drawn to any other pile, then maybe that there is nothing for you in this reading. All right. This is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everyone. It's also a timeless reading. So you're meant to see it as and when you stumble upon it. So if you're here, chances are there may be a message or two in it for you, but please use your discernment, all right, and don't force fit anything. All right, so we will do the energy check-in, then we'll pull out tarot, and at the end we'll take out advice cards from the oracle decks. All right, so that is all there is for now. I think we shall move forward. Let me introduce you to the piles. Pile number 1 is the Ethereal Visions Tarot, or this sweetness card. Can you see it? There may be a little bit of glare, all right, because this light is too strong, but here it is, the sweetness card. Pile number 2 is the Unfolding Path Tarot, or this cleanse card. Pile number 3 is the Good Tarot, or this anxiety card. You know, I just love the way spirit intervenes. Sometimes I'm pretty absent-minded at times, but when I pull out the cards, I actually don't see what card I'm going to pull out. I obviously shuffle them out, but when I'm choosing out the decks, I just choose it intuitively. All right. To be honest with you, this particular one was because of color coding, but otherwise most of the decks are intuitive. And I love to see that all my decks have both reversals as well as upright cards, except for this one. This has only upright cards. And that's what, pile number 3. Guess what you've got? You've got anxiety here. All right. So if this resonates with you, gosh, this one is... it's going to be difficult for you to see because the glare is too much. Here it is. And pile number 4, this is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel, or this energy card. All right. Come to the conclusion that it looks better at this distance, so I'm not going to lift up any card for you. All right. Anyway, I'm here to give you live commentary. So for those of you who are intuitive, the timestamps are below. You can go to your pile. And for those of you who, the meditation helps in choosing your pile, let's begin. Sit with your spine erect, palms open, facing upward. Gently close your eyes and take in a deep breath. Hold. Focus between your eyebrows. Consciously connect with your intuition, knowing that it will never lead you astray. Gently breathe out. Open your eyes, and whichever pile you're drawn to, that is your pile. See you at your pile. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Is it over? Is it really over, or will there be a rebirth in this connection? Will something shift? All right, you are the ones who've chosen the sweetness card. There it is. And the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Now, before we take your tarot cards, let's take a look at your oracle cards. All right, I mean, this is your energy check-in. This side, I intend it to be you. This side is your person, and one card for your connecting energies. If this side resonates as you and this as your person, that doesn't matter. Sometimes you do mirror one another. If both sides resonate, that's also all right. But if nothing resonates, then this is not your reading. Choose another pile. And if you're not drawn to anything else, as I said in the intro, please do not watch this reading. I have a lot of readings there, and they're all timeless. You can check out my playlist and watch what, works for you. But do not force fit anything. So let's begin. For you, we have bouquet. The number 9 could be significant. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which is cruelty in reverse in this deck. And we have resolution. All right. For your person, we have whips. We have 6 of Wands upright, which says victory. And we have recycle. I love this for you. All right, you both at this. Let's take a look. Let's not jump, but what I can see from here is both of you are ready for something beautiful. And this is the card which describes your relationship at this time. It says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. All right. So this is wonderful. There definitely has been a separation. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here for this reading. All right. Either a separation or no contact or minimal contact, as I said. With the 9 of Swords in reverse, there was a time when this particular separation happened. You were in your head a lot. All right. And I feel that this person has said things to you which were mean, to say the least. All right. And it's really, really hurt you. And you worked on yourself, all right? When this relationship began with the sweetness card here, I think it was really beautiful, like all relations are in the beginning. But something about this relationship tells me that it's gone back a long time, you know. Maybe you were really young when you met each other, you were innocent, you may have started out as friends, but there's this beautiful sweetness about your relationship. And then something went wrong, and this person, for whatever reason, you had to split. And I see and I feel that it was this person who said something, you know, you may have triggered one another, and this person said something which was unacceptable, and for whatever reason, this relationship ended. And this has sent you into overthinking, sleepless nights, but then you've started working on yourself and you're ready to come out. All right, with this bouquet card here, this is beautiful. You and this resolution card here, you want, you know, you've done so much work on yourself, and you are okay if things don't move forward in this connection. You have come to a place where you just don't want to be in your head anymore, and you've worked on yourself, and you're working on your, maybe working on your coin, or working on yourself, anything that makes you feel happy. And because of that, you know, this bouquet gives me very 9 of Pentacles kind of energy, or even a 9 of Cups. You're happy where you are. You've come out of this energy. Overthinking, excuse me. Sorry about that. I never begin the reading without a glass of water, and I did today. So that was what this interruption was for. Yes, so what was I saying? So after this connection ended, you were in your head, but then you worked on yourself, and right now you're in this 9 of Pentacles energy. You have worked on your coin, you worked on yourself, and you're in a happy place. And you also realized that, you know, things are not in your hand. You left it to the universe. This person means something to you, so you would love to have a reconciliation. Either way, you wanted to resolve this problem. It would be great if this person came back and you had closure of some sort, but you have even left that to the universe. You are in this energy that even if I don't get a closure, I am going to give myself this closure, all right? And that whatever I had with this person was beautiful. I'm not going to let that take away from me anymore. I am not taking the blame completely for me. Maybe this person put it all on you, but you're in this energy that I'm comfortable now. I realize that I had to learn a lot of lessons, and I have. And there is no right and there is no wrong. That's where you've come to this understanding. You just want a resolution to this. If this person can come back and you can resolve this conflict and part as friends, because you had a friendship going before this for most of you, all right, then that is great. However, if you feel that this person, however, I feel that you feel that if the universe doesn't want to bring this person back, then even that is okay, because you've done the work. And while that is a wonderful thing, if this person comes back and you can resolve your conflict, whether or not you're going to be together again or not is different. You're okay with resolving this on your own. You're in a very wonderful place, and kudos to you. It's not very easy coming from this energy and reaching this energy, but that's what you've done. And what has this person done? After the split, where maybe they've said something mean to you, they've been harsh, a lot of words were said because something about you triggered this person. And now after the separation, they know that they have messed up, and with this whips card here, they have been talking down to themselves. They've been really hard on themselves. In the past, it could have been because of the ego and because some trigger that, you know, you may have always been very sweet and always been giving, and maybe this person couldn't give so much in return for whatever reason, and that really triggered them, which is why they were nasty. You know, you don't know how people react. Everyone reacts in a different way. You don't really know what triggers them. Sometimes too much of goodness can also trigger a person because if they're not used to it. And that's what I believe has happened here. So now after this relationship has fallen, apart, this person has realized what they have done, and they know that they've hurt you, and they feel really bad about it because, as I said, there was a lot of sweetness in this connection. Now, even they have done the work. As you were doing the work, they have also worked on the insecurities and the whys of, you know, why did they trigger you, even though they've been really good to them. Why is it that you have triggered them? Sorry. They've been thinking about that. What is it about pile number one that triggered me? Because all they were doing was trying to be good to me. Then why was I triggered? So they've been working on themselves. You know, after the initial phase of talking down to themselves, they've started also working on themselves and trying to empower themselves. All they want is a victory in this situation. They want to come to you. They want to tell you how they feel, and they want to tell you how, you know, they see you as someone really beautiful, really successful, and they want you in their life. They want to announce to the whole world that you are their person. This is the energy. This is what they've come to realize, all right? With this recycle here, they definitely, you know, you are in this energy that if this gets resolved, or it's great. If this doesn't get resolved, it's all right. I'm giving myself closure. But they want a recycle in this connection. They want to start again. They want a rebirth. They know that they have messed up, and they want a chance to make it right. All right. So this is what I get from your energies at this time. So if this resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, then please choose another pile. Now I'll keep these cards here. I'll keep this in the center. I'll keep this sweetness card here. Does everything come in? Yes. Now we will shuffle your tarot cards and see, is it over? Look at that. What do we have here? The Ace of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse. So there has been a lot of pain in this situation on both ends, and you both have been feeling the loss of this wonderful friendship that you had. And no matter how long you've known each other, though I feel for a lot of you this is an old connection, you've known each other for quite a bit of time, maybe from childhood, you know, depends. For each of you it's going to be different, but I feel very strongly, and it began as friends is what I feel. So let's see. Spirit, please come through. Is it really over between pile number 1 and their person, or will there be a rebirth? Bottom of the deck energy, Queen of Cups in reverse. All right, so there is a lot of love, but no one's willing to share it yet. All right, this is what I get with this card here. Let's see. So we have the 3 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse, the Chariot upright, the Artist upright, and the 2 of Cups in reverse. Wow. So what do I get from this? I get from this that, you know, this person in the past was waiting for you to come back to them, because it's possible that earlier on when you had spats, they have been in their ego and you used to, out of the goodness of your heart, keep going back to them, pile number 1. And then there came a point where they said such mean words to you that that was your last straw and you withdrew your energies from them. For some of you, this they have said mean things to you and they have only withdrawn their energies, forcing you to walk away. All right? And thereafter, there's hardly been any communication between the two of you, and you've concentrated on yourself. Now, with the 3 of Swords in reverse, now when this happened, it hurt both of you. They didn't show it, but they hurt too. And you obviously were in your head a lot. You have also, you know, both of you had things to process about this relationship. They may have taken a longer time because of their ego. Now they have come to this place wherein they are ready to remedy things with this recycle here. They want to come and make up, you know, they want to come and make things right between the two of you. Their ego had made them wait for you to come to them. Now with the 3 of Wands in reverse, they are no longer waiting for you to come. They are the ones who want to take action. They have had enough of waiting for the ships to come in. You know, they've been thinking that you will come because you will miss them. And now that you haven't, they realize that they miss you a lot and they're ready to make things okay. All right. And they don't want this energy because it's been hurtful and they know it had hurt you. Even though they can sense and they can feel that you're no longer waiting for them. Because, you know, when we keep thinking about someone and keep missing and longing them, they keep getting a bit of our energy. They know that you're still doing that. But when they feel that someone's already moved on, that's the time the trigger happens, wherein they don't feel that energy, the energy that made them really feel good. So now they're ready to take action. With the Chariot here, they definitely want to move forward. They definitely want to take action. With the Artist here, you know, this is a card which is exclusive to this particular deck. And this says that you can make your own reality. You are, you know, the master of your life and whatever it is that you want. And you can create your life exactly the way you want to. And this person feels that. This person may be a great manifester, or you know, and in the past they never believed it, but because of your connection and whatever happened, they have realized that they can get what they want if they work on themselves, and they have been working on themselves, and now they're ready to come and they want to create magic with you in it. All right, with the 2 of Cups in reverse, I feel that if this person had tried, you know, to move on from you, they couldn't find anyone else who was a perfect match like you were. And they realized that they had lost something which was so beautiful just because it triggered them and they needed to do the work. All right. And they don't feel your love pouring into them now. They don't feel that energy coming in and they are miserable without it. And they really want to come to you. All right. So I feel very strongly that things are definitely not over. And that's because you're at this place wherein you have left it to the universe. If it happens, great. If we come together, great. If we just come together to resolve it and go separate ways, great. If we don't come together at all, even then it's great. I'm moving on with my life. You have come into this energy, which is why this shift is happening. And they have also come to the realization, they realize, actually even when they were being mean to you, they knew that they were doing this, but they would, because of their ego, they would try and put their blame on to you. But after you've started doing the work and your energy stopped coming to them, they realized what they're missing, because they couldn't get it anywhere else, and they knew. And especially if this is a very old connection, they've seen you as a very sweet person. They have never had a doubt about that, even when this argument happened. But the trigger was so strong, and it was good that the separation happened, because they've worked on themselves and they realize the worth of this connection. So they are definitely going to make a move forward, all right? And this isn't over yet. So what, I mean, I will take out advice cards for you, pile number 1, but what I can say is just do what you've been doing, all right? It's good they've come out of this energy and you've given yourself time. Excuse me, sorry. And this is what's triggered this person to come back. So let's see. Communication is key, and I feel more than anything this person has to communicate with you, because I don't think you ever stopped the communication. They did. Your hard work is paying off, and this, I feel, could go both ways. It could be for this connection, but this could also be for you separately with this bouquet card here. If you've been working on a certain project or working on yourself, or in whichever area it is, your hard work is paying off. And if it's regarding this relationship, the very fact that you have moved on and taken your energy back from them and put it onto yourself and worked on yourself and left everything to the universe, your hard work is paying off, and that is why this person is actually going to come back. All right. I'm going to take out one card from this True Love Oracle. The Gardener. Yes, the number 16 or the number 7 could be significant, and Chariot is also a 7, all right? I feel that there's going to be a lot of abundance in this relationship. This person has realized what you meant to them, how much value you added into their life, and they want to pay it forward, or rather pay it back to you, all right? So this is beautiful energy. I feel that if this happens and you actually decide to go together, this is going to be a very abundant connection. However, you decide when this person comes up, how they show up. Use your discernment, use your intuition, and see what it is. So let them have their say, and you let them speak to you. Bottom of the deck energy, the distorted feminine, the number 9 could be significant. 9 again. So I feel that this person had actually triggered you, pile number 1, or you could have triggered them in healing your feminine side. Now, however you identify gender-wise, immaterial. We all have a masculine and feminine, and usually we are obviously never in balance. If you're in balance, we really don't need much guidance, because we get that inner guidance from ourselves. Usually we either work from our masculine side or our feminine side, and whichever side we use the most is usually the side which needs a lot of balancing. So either if you're using our masculine side, we may come across as too aggressive, and we are not using the feminine side because you know, the society has actually made us believe that feminine means weak. So we tend to act from our masculine side. For some you tend to make that feminine side so weak, you know, and start using that for getting whatever you need. So it depends on your situation, and it doesn't matter whether it's you or your person, or it could even be both of you. You have worked on that now. While you've been working on yourself and then triggered this person to work on themselves, If you've had a distorted feminine in the past, wherein for some of you, you just felt that being in feminine energy was weak, which is so wrong, because the kind of feminine strength, the kind of strength every feminine has is something totally different. Feminine energy has a different kind of strength, and masculine energy has a different kind of strength. All right, and so it's very important for us to come into balance, and this is something that you both have learned because of this connection. Now, all you have to do is keep doing what you're doing, because your hard work is paying off in whatever area you're putting in the work, as well as this relationship. This person is coming back, and this person wants to give back to you. All right, and they have done their healing, and so have you, and that is why this is happening. And you need to I feel this is a soulmate connection. All right, and if this person comes back, and you work things out and it starts so beautifully, make sure that you always remain in balance, because it's very possible that you get carried away again and you go back to those that particular place where you start doing the work all over again and doing more than you should, and that's when your person can get complacent again. So make sure that you're always in balance. You've balanced out your masculine and masculine and feminine energies, and make sure that you maintain your boundaries. All right, no matter how much, if this happens and it's a happily ever after, believe me, and be very, very happy for you. But just remember, always keep your boundaries in place, always, in all your relationships, no matter how they are, and definitely in this one. But this definitely, so to answer that question in finality, is this really over? No, it is not. There is a very, very strong chance of a reconciliation, and it can happen very soon. All right, so you just keep doing you, and it's coming. That's all I have for you. Pile number 1, take good care of yourself. I hope this reading brought you some what do you say, brought you some clarity, gave you some answers. All right, and that is all I have for you. So sending you so much love and light. Take good care of yourself. Till next time, bye bye. Pile number 2, those of you who've chosen this cleanse card and this unfolding path tarot, this is your reading. We'll keep your tarot aside. With this cleanse card here, I feel that a lot was not said in this connection. All right, there could have been some sort of negativity in this connection when the breakup actually happened, or the separation happened, or the note. Maybe for some of you it was just ghosting, and then you didn't know what happened, and it just fell apart. But I feel either on your side or on your person's side, or both of you, there is a sense of bad blood in the past, and that needs to cleanse, or that has been cleansed. That we'll come to know when we see the rest of the cards. All right, so this is what I get with that card. Now on this side is going to be you, this side is going to be your person, and in the center will be the connecting energies of the relationship. All right, if this does not resonate and this resonates, then it's all right. Sometimes in close connections you have this mirroring effect. However, if nothing resonates with you, please choose another pile, and if you're not drawn to any other pile, as I said in the intro, please choose another reading. Don't force fit anything. All right, so let's begin. For your energies, we have Man, 28. The King of Wands in reverse. Perspective. For your person, we have Child. The Prince of Cups in reverse. Receptivity. And for your connecting energies, we have this beautiful card here. And it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I guess this person understands the spiritual nature of this connection. They feel you, and in their heart they know that this separation doesn't mean anything, that you are always meant to be, and they realize this is what I'm getting just from this card in the center. And maybe this is a result of the work that they have put in, possibly, because even they realized that there is something more in this connection. They've not been able to get over you. All right, and I think this may have been the reason why there's been so much of cleansing in this relationship, so that you can see things differently. Now, what I get from you, pile number 2, is that with King of Wands in reverse and the man energy here, I feel that you're looking at this person from a different perspective. In the past, I feel you put them on a pedestal. All right, they may have been very charming, you know, and they seem to have it all. They were a charmer, they had charisma, they could speak well, they were warm, they were generous, and you put them on a pedestal. All right, and you didn't see yourself as an equal, is what I feel. But now things are different. You are seeing them for all the flaws that they had as well, and you're seeing yourself for all the positives that you had, and you realize it's a matter of perspective. And you realize, because of that, you also realize that while you were not all flawed back then, and they had their flaws which you were oblivious to, at the same time, they are not all flawed, all right? And you're not all right. And you understand that this is how we are. We have a dark and light side to us. We have, and that is what makes us human. And that's very important. And you've got this realization. So you started seeing things from a very mature place. So from putting them on a pedestal to realizing that they are flawed, and you may have gone through a phase wherein when you realize they're flawed, there may have been a lot of negative feelings as well, till you came into balance and understood that nobody is completely flawed and nobody is all good. And we have to be balanced. This is what we talk about, yin and yang energies. We talk about light and shade. This is what we mean by it. And this is what you have learned, all right? You've seen things totally differently, which is beautiful. You see that we have different shades. With the rainbow out there, I feel you realize that everyone is not black or white. It's all, you know, we have different sides to our personality. And you realize that. And you realize at that particular time, because of the goodness of your heart and because of how they made you feel, you were oblivious to everything else about them, and you put them on this pedestal, which possibly they were not able to live up to. So then whatever they said because of that made you first feel less than, and thereafter you worked on yourself, and you've come to this place when you realize, no, you were as good. And so you've gone through all those phases wherein, you know, from putting them up to putting them down to coming back and seeing each other as equals and seeing yourselves, you know. So you've cleansed yourself of this negativity that you may have felt towards them because of all that has happened. On their part, with receptivity, child and the Prince of Cups here, I feel in the past this person was immature. While they were charismatic and while they were very generous, they wanted things done their way. You know, it was and you were very happy because you've had this rose tinted glasses and you've kept them on a pedestal. I feel that you've done everything for them, all right? And you may have actually been very drawn to their childlike nature, their spontaneity, and at the same time their charisma. So, but there was that side to them which is extremely immature. It's my way or the highway kind of situation, all right? And they realize this. With the Prince of Cups in reverse, I feel they realize that while you had the potential, you know, you saw them as a king, but they were just the Prince of Cups. It was your goodness that made them, you know, you may have, as I said, you put them on a pedestal, you made them the king, but they only saw themselves as a prince. So every time you would speak to them or put them on a pedestal, they'd get triggered because they didn't see themselves as that. And you would indulge them, I feel. With this child card here, the prince card here, both young energy, you know. So I feel that you have turned a blind eye to many of their flaws. Despite that, this didn't work out, all right? And this person has been wondering about this, and they've been realizing that you're physically apart, but you're still connected spiritually. So they feel this bond with you. And they also have realized that, you know, it was purely the goodness of your heart that made them feel so, you know, that put them up on this high pedestal, wherein it was their own underconfidence, wherein they didn't see them as that which triggered them. And possibly, I see the negativity more on your part, pile number 2, because obviously you have always been good to this person and you thought that they were the best, and then when things came crashing down, you've gone through all of that, you know, that you've done all that you could, and this person, why did they react this way? And then you felt terrible, and then you worked on yourself and you came to this realization that they had their flaws, and there are a lot of things that they said which you accepted and you felt really bad about. You realized that you know, they were way out of line and it wasn't that way. Maybe you worked on your confidence as well. So that happened, and then the negativity followed, and you've cleansed that, you've come to a mature place. All right, and I feel this was to teach you this particular relationship, and what it taught them was to see themselves, you know, if they felt like the prince and you were hell-bent on making them the king, they should have communicated with you. They should have learned to hear what you had to say and expressed how they feel, instead of, you know, throwing a sort of a temper tantrum kind of thing. You know, they've said something and they've just pushed you away because they were immature and they were possibly scared, not being able, and then the ego comes in, and now they're receptive to their flaws as well, and they are ready to come and speak to you, and they are ready to sort this out because they've sorted it out in their head. All right, so this is what I'm getting from here. If this resonates, then please watch, stay on for the rest of the reading. If this does not resonate, please choose another pile. So let's see, pile number 2, is it over between you and your person, or will there be a reconciliation or a renewal or a rebirth in this connection? Let's see. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. All right, let's take a look. You get the Knight of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Coins in reverse, the 10 of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords upright, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. All right. So, will there be a rebirth in this connection, or is it really over? Well, what I feel is, well, both of you know that this connection is spiritual. Both of you understand, you know, where you were wrong and where the other person was wrong. Where things stand right now, and you've cleansed your energies as well. Just by the look of your cards, I feel that you realize the truth of this connection, and it's possible that you will come back to have a communication with one another. You will communicate very clearly with one another, all right? And you will do away with the bad blood. But I very strongly feel that you are going to go your separate ways. I feel that you will embrace your being single right now. You will not be in a mood, I believe, to come together, even though you know that you are each other's soulmate, possibly. You know that spiritually you're connected and you will always be there for one another, but possibly in this lifetime, at least as of now, you feel that it's better that you're separate and that you have other things to do. All right? With the Knight of Cups in reverse, neither of you are ready to offer your cup to one another. But with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, if you've not communicated and you've kept your feelings to yourself and they've kept their feelings to themselves, you're willing to come out and speak. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, you are not thinking of your happily ever after anymore. Right now, you just want to communicate your truth and hear their truth. So if in the past, opportunities of communication were ignored by both of you, especially by your person, now they're coming out of it. And I feel that both of you are going to come together and speak your heart out, cleanse your relationship of all negative energy. But I feel you're going to part as friends, knowing that this is something special. But as of now, I need to work on myself, work on my coin, work on my happiness. So, is it over? Well, if you have been... I don't think it is going to carry on in a romantic fashion. I feel, but there will be some communication and you will decide to go separate ways, is what I'm picking up very strongly here. But there will definitely be some communication. Expect powerful change. Yes, you are going to speak to one another. So if this connection, there's been no communication, you've been keeping quiet, and the last, after this whole situation played out and all the negativity you felt and they felt, and then you've done the cleansing and come to this realization that you both have your pluses and minuses, and there's a very strong connection between the two of you. But you also realize that, you know, romance is not on your mind at this time, and that you need to work on yourselves. But yes, knowing that whatever time you spent together was beautiful, and knowing that you have this bond with one another, you'd like to come and communicate so that you can at least do away with the bad blood, is what I feel. All right? And you get, haha, look at that, communication is key. This is exactly it. This is what I feel. Now, as I am going to post this reading, today is the 31st. I'm hoping to post it tonight, or it'll come by tomorrow, which is the 1st of August. Now, from 5th of August, Mercury is going retrograde for about it, and it usually happens for a month and a half, I think. Sometimes I get confused, but definitely for a month. So during this time, it's better not to communicate, because during Mercury retrograde, what we say is not what the other person receives. So you will go into that cycle of negativity again. But if it's happening either before the 5th of August or after Mercury retrograde, I'll put it down. You know, I don't remember the dates exactly, but I'll put it down as I'm speaking. That will come up for you, okay, on the screen. So during that period, preferably don't have that conversation. But after that, it's going to be really beneficial for you, either before that or after that, so that you get things out in the open, cleanse out negative energy, and move your separate ways. You can still be friends, you may communicate from time to time, but you know that you are going to be working on yourself. All right, so this is what I get for you. And one card from the True Love Oracle. Sexuality, 31 could be significant, and commitment, number 4, could be significant. Yes, so you believe that, you know, both of you have a great attraction to one another. There was friendship, there was this beautiful charm, and with the King of Wands, definitely there would be a lot of physical interest as well in one another. And there could have been love as well, all right? And for a very long time, you thought this person was a happily ever after, and this person does see you as their soulmate. But as of now, even though these cards have come out just to let you know that it was not just a, you know, a spur of the moment relationship which didn't affect them. No, pile number 2, it affected them as well as you. There could have been, you know, potential for commitment, and maybe there is potential for commitment in the future. But I don't see it from, you know, most of my readings are for 3 months, and in the coming 3 months, I feel that there could be communication. But what I feel very strongly is this communication is going to be acknowledging your feelings, acknowledging your attraction for one another, your love for one another, but also the fact that neither of you are ready for it right now, and that you need to work on yourself and work on healing your energies and coming to this place where you're ready for this. Because right now it isn't, you know, because if you've not done the work enough, yes, you've cleansed certain energies and realized that you're all human, but I mean the humanness of you know, each person, your yin and yang energies, your light and shade, you've realized all that, but still there's work to be done, and you need to work on yourself. And I feel both of you are mirroring each other in this respect. So there could be commitment in the future. This attraction is going nowhere. But right now, as I see it, there is not going to be... you're not coming together right now, is what I feel very strongly from here. You both are going to work on yourself, all right? Even if this commitment happens, or it will be a long time in the future, you know, into the future, not now, is what I feel, all right? So take it how it resonates. If you feel no, very strongly we feel we're going to commit, then that's entirely up to you. Don't let a tarot reading stop you from living your best life if it doesn't play out like this, all right? This is a general reading. It's not a specific reading, but I'm getting very strongly that there will be communication, and the negative energy will be cleansed, so that if you ever do you know, in the future want to commit, it'll be wonderful. But as of now, as I see it, in the coming 3 months, I don't see any commitment happening, or you going together as a couple. You know, I just feel that you just meet and part ways as friends. Maybe you'll just be like, you know, Ross and Rachel, you know, be on a break. This time when this break happened, it was with negative energy, but this time it's going to be something wherein you actually want to work on yourself before thinking of a relationship. So that's what I have for you. All right, so pile number 2, take it how it resonates. You've been doing a great job on yourself, and this person is going to come back. There will be some sort of communication, but you just do what you're doing, because you're doing great, all right? To be able to rid yourself of this negativity is wonderful, because then you're seeing things for what they are, not as good or as bad, but just as it is, and that's wonderful. So you do you and live your best life, and if this has to happen, no one can stop it. It will happen, all right? So that's all I have for you. Bye-bye. Pile number 3. If you've chosen the anxiety card, again, you're going to have a problem with this card here. Okay, this anxiety card here, which refuses to show itself, it may be anxious. Or this good tarot, this is your reading, all right? So It's possible, pile number 3, a lot of you are by nature anxious. For some of you, this connection has caused a lot of anxiety, either for you, for your person, both of you. Or maybe you're just anxious to know, let me know once and for all, is it happening or not? Is it over? Shall I move on? Well, chances are that unless you make the decision yourself, you will never know whether it's really over or not. I don't know why I felt called to let you know that. Now, these are your energy check-in cards. This side is you, this side is your person. However, if this side resonates, you can always interchange the energy. But if nothing resonates, it's not your pile, choose another pile. And if nothing resonates, please choose another reading. Don't force fit anything. General readings, not everything will resonate. So, having got that out of the way, let's begin. As I said in the intro, you know, this deck which I had just taken is the only deck in my entire collection which is completely upright, and possibly you needed this for the anxious nature that you have. So we'll look into this tarot after this is over. But even upright, we have a lot of cards which are not the, you know, most positive. So let's see how it plays out. So for you, what do we get? We get 3. Number 5 could be significant. 4 of Cups. Reflection. You get another card here, okay? Descent. For them, we get lilies. Number 30 could be significant. 8 of Swords, interference. And strengthen. And your connecting energies you get. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. All right. The beautiful part is pile number 3. Though I did say that you are the anxious pile, I feel your person is more anxious than you are. And it's possibly anxiety that got you to this place wherein things haven't worked out and you've had this separation. Because with the 4 of Cups here and luxury and descent and this tree, I feel that you, pile number 3, have a solid background, alright, in the sense that you may be coming from a very accomplished family, you know. You may have been born and brought up in the lap of luxury. And while you're a beautiful person and you always think before you speak and you do a lot of reflection, you know, you have this certain innocence because you're untouched by a lot of things, because things have been available to you very easily. The way you emote is going to be extremely, you know, I don't feel that I will never say that no one, anyone born in the lap of luxury has absolutely no problems. Everyone has their share of problems. Everyone has their ups and downs. Everyone goes through challenges of their own, because everyone is meant to grow, right? But the way you are and the way this person is, I believe, is diametrically opposite, all right? And I don't feel that they have the solid backing in their life. Even if they have a family whom they love a lot, I believe that it isn't as solid as your family is, or your background is. And it's possible in the past when you've interacted with one another, they have possibly, the love they have for you was immense. With the Lily's card here, I feel this is spiritual love, all right? And I feel that they felt this very strongly for you, but they didn't feel good enough for once. Secondly, with this interference card here, I feel that maybe from your side, or from even their side, there has been a lot of interference in this connection because of the families. Because I feel you are, economically, you may have been on different levels, all right? And this has provided this person a lot of security. Maybe they see you as somebody who had it all, and they may have questioned whether they can provide that for you, all right? And you may have just, because of the innocence and because of the fact that you haven't really seen anything but luxury, you may not realize how much people struggle, which is not to say that you don't have a soft heart, or you don't are not helpful. No, you have a beautiful heart, and they are very much in love with you, but you don't know the extent to which other people have had to struggle for basic things which are easily available to you. And this person may have felt in the past that they can't provide for you, all right? And yet they know that this love is meant to be. But they feel if they just, because you have been invested in this connection, and it's possible for them to have thoughts that, even if they listen to their heart and they actually just came forward to you, getting over all this interference in their life and even their own, underconfidence, whether they are good enough for you or not. Every time they feel that when they try to strengthen their resolve and come and speak to you, I feel they felt that maybe this won't carry on. They felt either guilty of walking away from their parents, or they feel guilty about whether they can provide for you or not. So I feel they walked away from this connection thinking that's best for you, instead of thinking about how they felt for you or asking you how you felt. They just thought that you're being very innocent and naive, in fact, and you don't see things, you don't see life as they do, because they've had it difficult, is what I feel, all right? And they just felt that you've got it easy and you don't really realize what all they have been through, and that you will never be able to understand it. And though they feel this love is special, though they feel this love is out of this world, and they know that you're a wonderful person, but they feel that you don't really know where you're going to end up if you marry them, and if there is going to be a marriage or be in a relationship with them. They just feel you wouldn't understand, and that this will, moving forward, this connection would split anyway, is what they feel. And based on all this thinking, maybe this person has put an end to this relationship. And I feel this anxiety is more on their side than yours, pile number 3. Or maybe you didn't realize that this is what this person is going through, this is what this person is thinking. So you may be anxious that you are not good enough in some way, Maybe you are questioning yourself. This card temptation came out, and also guilty. So maybe for some of you now, either or both of you are in a connection with somebody, and so you have this feeling that maybe it's too late, and that's why you're coming and checking, is it really over, or can there be a rebirth in this connection? Maybe, you know, in the past this is how they thought, and then you moved on, you moved your separate ways, and now, I mean, you can't get each other out of your mind, because it is spiritual somewhere. Let's see. We get the King of Pentacles here. Yes, I feel either you or them or both of you are in separate connections. Let's see. Is it really over for pile number 3 and their person? Is it really over for pile number 3 and their person? Is it really over for pile number 3 and the person? Or will there be a renewal? Bottom of the deck energy, Hermit. And I feel you are in this energy with your reflection card here, that you've taken a deep dive inside to understand this connection better, and so have they. What do you get? You get the 4 of water, again the 4 of cups. Justice. 10 of earth with the 10 of pentacles. Messenger of water, Knight of cups. Messenger of earth, the Knight of pentacles. Alright, so what I'm getting here is definitely either one or both of you are married with this Justice card here. Alright, and which is why it's been so told to you, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Alright, and because of this, your person feels that if they come to you, you would not be interested. But they want to come to you to let you know that if they were unfair or the relationship ended, it's because they felt that they, you know, they have not communicated all of this to you. And they've just kept it within them, and they've just walked away from this connection hoping that, you know, you live the best life. And maybe you've walked away from one another and gone your separate ways, got married elsewhere. That's what I'm feeling. But these feelings are very strong, and they want to at least come and communicate to you, because we have 2 messengers here. They want to come. I feel for this group, they're going to come to you. Right now, they and you are in reflection mode, but they're going to come to you. And they're going to come with a gift, maybe, with a lot of love. It may take a while. Maybe it's already taken a very long time. But they're going to come to you and they're going to tell you that you have been very special to them. You mean the world to them. And they have a lot of love for you. With these Justice and 10 of Pentacles, I feel both of you are married. And they're going to come and just let you know that whatever split happened did not happen because they didn't think you were good enough, and that they have a lot of love for you. It's just that at that time they thought they couldn't provide for you. But it's possibly too late now, since both of you are in connections of your own. But they still want to come and let you know how they feel before you can part ways, is what I feel here. Though there are no cards here to suggest it really, but I don't know why, just speaking, I feel there's a lot of heaviness in this person's heart. They want to come and speak to you. They want to let you know that you were actually the happily ever after, but they made the decision for your own good because they felt that you were so innocent and so untouched, and that being with them wouldn't give you that happiness. And now it's possibly too late to do anything about it. but they want to at least let you know so that you know how they felt about you. Sometimes life can be difficult, can't it? When we think we are doing what's right by everyone, but we don't really speak out honestly, and there's so many fears, so many ways of thinking that come in the way of something so beautiful. So let's take out advice cards, pile number 3. Your person is anxious. Your person's got a lot of love for you. Alright? They've got a lot of love for you. But they've actually had to be fighting a lot of people, a lot of thoughts in their head, everything. And when they make this decision to come to you, pile number 3, hear them out. Because what they are saying is extremely genuine. And it's from their heart. And just listen to them with kindness and compassion, alright? The energy is gaining momentum, yes. Nothing will come of the situation. That's exactly what I thought. They are going to come to you. The energy is gaining momentum. If they were really slow in the past, they're going to come and they're going to tell you everything. But with nothing will come out of the situation, both of you realize it's futile because you're married and you have a family of your own, and you don't feel that anything can come of it now, but you definitely will feel the love. So that's what I feel, that there's a lot of love here, and there's a lot of guilt. Even coming and speaking to you will make them feel guilty, because they feel that that would mean, you know, when they come and speak to you also, if they have a spouse, it's going to be difficult for them. I mean, it's they feel that communicating with you and telling you all this would in some way be, you know, disloyal to their spouse. But they will come eventually. Love. What was I saying? Just look at this card. Oh Lord, I was feeling this so strongly, so strongly. There's a lot of love they feel for you, pile number 3. A lot. Wow. There we go. Yin and Yang, 36. I feel this is a twin flame connection. I felt that when I saw the lilies here. This is a very special connection. There's a lot of love here between the two of you. Possibly been no communication. This person is actually going to come and say, and my heart, you know, it's like I have a lump, you know, wherein I can feel, I think this is your person's energy. They have so much of love for you, and one side they want to communicate it with you because they feel that they have hurt you by walking away, and they feel that, you know, by doing so you may be feeling rejected or less than, and they want to come and tell you how much love they have for you. And at the same time, they're caught between, you know, if they tell you this by telling how much they love you and that they will always love you and there's no one like you, they may be being disloyal to their own spouse. So that's why there's been so much of delay for them coming forward, but they will come forward knowing that there is no future because you both are in happy families. Oh gosh. It's beautiful and it's really, really sad. Well, that is all I have for you, pile number 3. If it did resonate, and if it, I just hope, you know, when this person comes, you actually get that time to express yourselves freely and easily and lovingly to one another, so that even if nothing can come of the situation, that conversation that you have fills you with so much of love and understanding that, you know, the rest of your journey is beautiful. If this is a twin flame connections, not all twin flames will come into union, you know, especially if you are in connections wherein both are happy, and it will be very difficult for you to, and maybe you've got children on either side. then it's going to be difficult for you to break everything and come together. All right, and that's why this guilt. And though the universe is saying don't make your decisions based on guilt, but you've got to take that call, both of you. All right, I hope this reading brought you some clarity, and I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Bye-bye. Beautiful seekers, those of you who've chosen the energy card here, or the Tarot of the Golden Wheel, this is your reading. So you are energetically connected. So even if there's been no communication between the two of you, if there's been a falling out and you're not communicating, and you're wondering whether it's over, whether there's anything left here, with this energy card here, I feel nothing is over yet. There's a lot happening behind the scenes, whether or not either of you realize it. There's a lot of energy being poured in. Maybe both of you have refused to communicate to one another, but maybe you're thinking about each other all the time. You're dreaming about each other. Maybe you're meeting each other astrally. It could be anything, but this definitely doesn't seem to be over at all. All right, but I feel the communication happens on a 5D level. I'm sorry about that. All right, so these are the cards for your energy check-in. This side is you, this side is your person. However, if this side resonates, you can interchange. If nothing resonates, not your pile, choose another pile. If you're not called to any other pile, choose another reading. I feel like a parrot when I say these things, which are well, repeated over and over, but you know, it's very important that you know this, all right, because these are general readings. Not everything will resonate, and using your discernment is of paramount importance. So let's begin. You get Clover, the number 2. Oh, you get another card. You get Anchor, number 35. What it could be significant? 10 of Wands in reverse. Surrender. And for them, we get Birds. Number 12 could be significant. The King of Pentacles and Grace. Wow, I love that. Connecting reading, connecting energy here. You get Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Absolutely. Now, what do I get with this? You know, this is lovely. This is surrender on your side and grace on their side. All right. Both of you have left it to the universe at this point of time. Whatever the split whenever the split has happened, however it has been, for you, pile number 4, it has been pretty burdensome, all right? It has been very burdensome. It had taken a toll on you, and when it finally, you couldn't take it any longer, you've just surrendered it to the universe. And you've decided it's out of my hands. I'm not going to give it any more energy on the surface of it, because I feel astrally you still are connected, so you are giving it energy, all right? You just, with the Clover and the Anchor here, I feel you are a very solid person, all right? You are the kind of person who like stability. You like a stable connection, and you did see this person as your stability, your happily ever after, all right? And you just felt, and you still feel that there is something going to happen in this connection. While it was on, and when the split happened, you felt that, you know, it was so burdensome for you. But now when you've just surrendered everything and you worked on yourself, you still can't shake this person off, and you feel that this connection is meant to happen, and you feel that luck will be on your side. And that's why you've got this energy card here. This relationship is definitely not over. There is a lot of things happening behind the scenes. You know, it's almost like you think of each other a whole lot, and in the best possible fashion, which is surprising why this actually split. Because look at them with birds here. Birds talk about communication. In this particular depiction, they look like lovebirds, even though they're not. But you know, they have a lot of love for you. And with the King of Pentacles, they also want the happily ever after with you. They see you as that solid person. They want to settle down with you. All right? And even they have surrendered this to the universe, that if it's meant to happen, it will happen. We're leaving it to you. And you've done the same. Now, why that split happened for each of you is going to be different. You will know your story. But you definitely, very strongly feel that this other person, this person can give you stability, and they feel that you can give them the stability that they need. There is a lot of love here, but at this time, you know, this person has had a lot of love for you. They still do, but they didn't show it, which is why you have gone through this 10 of Wands, wherein you felt burdened by this whole thing. But after you've surrendered, you realize that despite everything and all your efforts, you've not been able to get them out of your mind at all, and neither have they. But in their case, I don't feel they intended to. But why on earth did this split happen? So if any of you call to let me know in the comments, do so. But it's your personal life. Maybe not very many will want to. I can understand that. But this is really because why I'm curious is because both of you have so much of love for one another, and both of you surrendered this connection. Let's see. It's definitely not over in the 5D, but now we are seeing spirit between pile number 4 and the person. Is it over, or will there be a renewal or a rebirth? Let's see. Pile number 4 and the person's spirit. Is this relationship over? Bottom of the deck energy, the 4 of Wands. You want, you want a happily ever after with them. They want the happily ever after with you. Happily ever after is here, waiting to happen. The 4 of Wands, 11 card. What is stopping you? Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. I can't make this up. Why are you in separation? Why isn't there a communication, I wonder? 8 of Swords. The Star in reverse. Oh, the Sun. Oh. 7 of Swords. I want to scream right now. This is such a beautiful connection. What went wrong? Who's the 7 of Swords person? 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Gosh, what we do to ourselves and our happiness, you know. This connection is definitely not over. Both of you see each other as your happily ever after. One of you is in your head thinking you're not good enough, possibly you. And one of you is not showing how you feel, and that's possibly them. And because of that, your hope is dwindling. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Maybe it won't happen. And you need healing, which you're not doing yet. You've started with the Grace and the Surrender card. I feel that both of you have left to the universe, but when you leave something to the universe, you also need to work on yourself, because you're still sharing your energy with one another on the 5D, but you're not really working on yourself, which is why in the center of your reading you have the Star in reverse. Star is all about healing. I'm going to unblock this energy for you, because this is too beautiful a connection to, not bring back. With the 4 of Wands here, which is happily ever after, the King and Queen of Pentacles, which is a couple. Alright, and you're getting it from 2 different decks. Then you have these lovebirds here. You have Anchor and this good luck here. There's so much of happiness. All, this whole cosmos works so beautifully. This I'm quoting from Sadhguru, but not in the way that he says it. He says it much better. But what I'm saying is that everything is working beautifully. You know, the cosmos, everything in the cosmos, right down to the smallest worm in the soil. But our thoughts can just ruin everything for us. And this connection is just that. Someone doesn't feel good enough, so they don't tell how they feel. Someone else gets triggered by that and feels they're not good enough. So basically this whole thing and both of you want each other, and both of you see the worth in each other, the beauty in each other, but you don't see that in yourselves. And that is the whole problem of this connection. And you both are possibly dreaming about each other the first chance you get, either dreaming or daydreaming, both them and you. Very strong energies between the two of you. You know, you just need to communicate, and you need to work on your self-worth, that's it, and on your self-confidence, both of you. And I can't tell them because they are not coming here to this reading pile number 4. I can only tell you, work on your confidence. Yes, you have surrendered to the universe, but you need to work on your confidence. You need to work on your self-esteem. You need to work on your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body. Come in alignment. Know that you are worthy the way you are, whether or not you do anything or have accomplished anything, look a particular way, have got the greatest body of all, but whatever it is, no, you are worthy exactly the way you are this very moment of, you know, whenever I'm speaking, if you're seeing this moment and the next and the next and the next, you are always worthy, but you need to feel that way. I can keep sitting here and you can put this on replay mode and keep hearing me say that you are worthy, but unless you feel that from within, it's not going to come. And unless it comes, you will keep mirroring each other and not tell each other what you need to, because there is so much love here on either side. And actually, I agree with this. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. This is definitely going to happen. Your 4 of Wands is definitely going to happen. Your happily ever after is definitely going to happen. But but if it happens in a hurry, you know, without you having done the work, you will again have these, you know, you'll have arguments in your marriage. You will have, depending on what your personalities are, you may suspect one another, you may feel insecure about one another. So please sort it out before you come back together. Alright, I've made this upright so that there is hope and there is healing in this connection before you actually come back together. This connection will bring you so much of happiness and so much of abundance. And this is a blessed connection, all right? And these are the only 2 energies that you both need to work on. Your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-esteem. Once you do that, I'm telling you, no one's going to stop this union. It's beautiful. You know, this is not anything got to do with your families, your anything, your whatever. This is just the 2 of you being in your heads, and the 2 of you needing to work on your self-worth and your self-esteem. Yes, that could be a result of your childhoods and your experiences in the past. But now that you're hearing this reading, at least you start. You work on your self-worth. That will trigger them to work on theirs. All right, pile number 4. This is very important because this is a beautiful connection. I am pausing the video. I've dropped a card. All right, I retrieved that card. Let us take out advice cards for you. You get a personal issue reaches resolution. Of course it will. Of course it will. You just need to work on it. Luck is on your side. Double confirmation here with the Clover card. Luck is on your side. What did I tell you? I didn't make this up. I'm live shuffling. You're seeing it for yourself. Beautiful energies. So what do we do for the both of you? To sit and work on your insecurities. Work on your self-worth. All right. This wanted to come out. Boundaries. Yes. And when you do come together, to added confirmation to make sure your boundaries are in place, all right? Make sure your boundaries are in place. For some of you, you may be born in the year of the tiger, or this person is. For some of you, you may have air in your chart. Maybe one of you is has air and fire, and the other person has earth in their chart. Oh God, this come out again, yin and yang. Another high order soulmate connection, possibly twin flame, but I feel this is a soulmate connection more than a twin flame. The last one was though you do have a Four of Wands here as well, which is your 11-11 card. Yes, this is definitely going to transform. This connection is going to transform. And if you wanted to transform soon, work on your self-worth. This will trigger them to work on the self-worth. This is all in your heads. Your minds are playing tricks on you. Otherwise, the universe is ready to give you this connection. Everyone around you is happy with this connection, but you both need to work on your thinking. All right? And you will definitely... something is going to happen definitely by Capricorn season, which is January, end December, January. You're going to see some change here. All right, and depending on your work, it can be as soon as Leo season, which is already here, and as late as Capricorn season. All right, Sagittarius, Capricorn, I feel December very strongly. All right, so you've got time. Work on yourself. This is beautiful. This is such a beautiful connection wherein both of you have so much of love for one another. Both of you see each other as your happily ever after, and both of you are self-sabotaging. So it is entirely in your hands. Come into balance. See yourself for the worthy person that you are. All right, and maintain your boundaries. Even when this finally comes together, make sure your boundaries are in place. All right, do not overgive. Do not overstep the line, and do not allow anyone else to overstep the line either. All right, so that is all I have for you. I'm so glad we're ending with your pile, because this is such a happy, you know, the last pile made me so sad, but this pile is just lifted up my spirits. You just got to do a little bit of work and things will work out beautifully for you. Sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye.